This is how I generated over $300,000 in revenue for one of our clients in only 1 month. And if you're an agency owner, whether you are starting out, whether you are far ahead in the game, and you want to learn exactly how I did it, and you want to copy and paste it so you can reproduce the same type of results for your clients, well, this video is for you. If you're wondering, like, who the heck is this guy? My name is Dennis Rhomays. I run AlphaTrain.io and NetZero AI. And without further ado, let's dive into it. So to give you some context, I always like to start with the offer. What was my offer, or what is my offer in my agency? And the way I like to structure offers is by utilizing the 3P framework, which is person, promise, and process. Who is the person? In this case, company. This was a well-established home renovation company in the US. What was my promise? The promise was that we would drive demos, which is what we call appointments, on a performance basis. Yes, we had a setup fee, and then all the remaining was on a performance basis. Then number 3, the process. This is where it gets spicy, because this is where we actually came up with a new model or a new way that connected all the dots, and it simply exploded. And even I got surprised with the results that we've got, especially if I tell you that we only spent $5,000 in ad spend to generate those $300,000 in revenue. Now, starting with the offer. You already know the company, or you already know the niche. You already know what was my offer, and the process I divided in 3 steps. First, what is the system that will drive traffic? 2, what is the process that will convert that traffic into leads? And 3rd, what is the process/system/tools that will convert those leads into appointments? Because the only thing that we can't control is really the sales, but we can control everything else. So, traffic, nothing mind-blowing. We just used Google ads and YouTube ads. That was it. I know that a lot of people use Facebook ads. We use Facebook ads as well, but in this case, we decided to stick with Google and YouTube. Reason why? Because we are good at it, and also because we know that that's a good way for this specific industry to generate high quality leads. Okay. Number 2, what was the conversion mechanism? Well, from traffic to lead, we used a mix of landing pages. And I say pages because we A/B tested it at least 5 times during that month. And we also used what is called Google Forms. For those who don't know what it is, it's pretty much the same thing as Facebook Instant Forms, but on Google. And last but not least, what was the process that enabled us to convert all those leads, or a good amount of those leads, into appointments? And remember, that's the main metric for us. It's not about the CPL, cost per lead, it's all about cost per acquisition. That's what matters the most. And the most important metrics are cost per acquisition, CPA, and cost per appointment booked. And spoiler alert, the cost per acquisition was 3%. Crazy, right? Okay, so now that you know how we drove traffic to those pages and forms and how we converted those users into leads, here's where the magic really took place. How we turned those leads into highly qualified appointments. So there were 2 ways. First one, while most people tend to just drive leads and give it to the business owner and say, hey, there you go, do whatever you want with them, we decided to take it 1 step further. So we had the landing page or the form that would redirect them to a calendar page, which then would redirect them to a thank you page, and then a nurturing system on the back end. But that was not the main thing that drove appointments. So what was it? So the main thing that drove all these results were not the ads, was not the landing page or the form, was not the calendar page, but was voice AI. In 2024, I can't stress this enough. This is probably the most powerful tool that any agency can get their hands on. With voice AI, we got them to dial every single prospect, every single lead, having a full-blown conversation. Conversations that last over 9 minutes. And if they qualified, scheduling them in and book them into the sales team calendar. Now, The name of that tool is Netzo AI. I will leave the link below. And the most beautiful thing is the fact that it was consistent. Between 9 a.m. and 8 p.m., it was dialing non-stop. And the cost per booked appointment was under $30. So long story short, what we did was, one, drive traffic with paid ads. This time it was Google, but a lot of times we do it with Meta. Then we implemented a way for them to opt in, whether it's with a landing page or a Google form. If you're using Facebook, it can be a Facebook instant form. And third, the most impactful system was Voice AI. So Voice AI, we did two things. Not only did we, of course, schedule the appointments, but then once the campaign was done in the first month, we re-uploaded all the leads and we just ran a reactivation campaign. And guess what? We squeezed another 30% of extra appointments just by reactivating the same leads that opted in the first time. And that's pretty much it. If you want to know more about the AIGA model, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram. I'll link it below. And I hope you copy and paste and implement this for your clients so you can start seeing amazing results just like we did. And that's it on my end. I'll see you soon. Peace out.